Sorry.
Seinfuck.
All right, Seinfuckers. Hold it right there.
No! Oh,
So
no!
hands in the air.
All right,
Hands in the fucking air, dirtbag.
Is that a real gun?
Yes.
He's cosplaying as Ghost from COD right now.
I keep your smart mouth shut if you want to make it out of this terrible scenario I've concocted.
All right.
Are we doing Saw or what are we doing?
You have to name a guy you'll have sex with right now, or I shoot.
Buck Harper.
Well, God damn it, Mel.
Great
I was
answer.
going to do that.
Robert, you can't pick the same one. Who do you have sex with?
I was going to go like, oh, well, you don't know
You say
this
Malcolm,
guy.
I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you, you son of a bitch.
I wasn't going to say Malcolm. That's a good question. Who is I don't know. I feel like I'm not like homophobic. I'm sure in my life.
You're taking too long.
I mean, I'm just trying to deliberate because if I'm like, do I need to be picky?
Yeah, you have a gun to your head.
I like this very nonchalant hostage I've concocted.
You're the worst hostage ever. You have to pick a guy to have sex with. Everyone's gonna die if you don't.
I mean, I'm not homophobic. I'm just saying.
He has standards. He has
Sure,
standards.
you're not homophobic. Isn't that right, Malcolm? He's not homophobic, is he?
No, he's the gayest guy I know.
It's objectively not true. Sure, I'll fuck Timothy Chalamet. I mean,
Oh, you can't pick a celebrity.
what are you talking about? Oh, he said pick.
He said it anyway.
Yeah, the gun is dropping. Like, no, I think that's a
He's got
reasonable
a good point.
answer.
Timothy Chalamet.
Well, if I
No,
could pick
because
celebrities, I'd pick someone else, not Buck Harper.
He couldn't pick the same one. I'm sure if he could have, he would have said Buck Harper.
Yeah, because you, stranger who is currently taking us hostage, are obviously
fan of Buck
unrelated to Buck Harper.
No, I'm wearing a mask and a hood. It's completely different.
Yeah, you
are not. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter.
Not your perennial podcast, a paramour. Buck Harper, no.
A guy who sounds a lot like Buck Harper, but isn't. Even though Buck Harper famously...
Except I have something in front of my face which disguises and disfigures my voice very well.
Which Buck Harper famously good at voices. So he could have, if he worked on this a little harder...
He really wanted to commit to the bit.
Done a voice, but instead he's got a mask over his head and he's asking producer Sasha to muffle his voice or distort it somehow every time he talks. Am I correct?
Don't do that, Sasha. Don't do that, Sasha.
Do it, Sasha. You know, Sasha's a producer.
I don't know the inner workings of your podcast. I'm just a big fan.
No, that's the guy that Robert should have said he wanted to have sex with in this scenario, but blanked on.
That's right.
Well, I feel like that would make it awkward between me and Sasha after this.
It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. Listen, it's going to be awkward between me and Harper.
And Timothy Chalamet now too, huh?
Harper's not even here.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, if he was here, I'd probably say it. But he's not here.
Would you say that in front of Timothy Chalamet if I had a gun to your head? I was just like, would you have sex with Timothy Chalamet?
Well, Timothy Chalamet is obviously the perfect bottom, so it just depends.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say he has honestly the perfect body, which was like...
Bottom.
He's got a great point.
I mean, I don't want anybody to steal my thunder.
Yeah, as a mature twink, he wants a younger one.
As someone who's gone through twink death, he wants to steal their life force. I understand.
You cannot be 6 feet tall and be a twink. That is not allowed.
Exactly why you were one and are no longer a twink.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for satisfying my inquiry. This gun wasn't actually loaded. So you all answered that question for nothing.
Do not put that in the magazine.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, this has been a great bit. I told you guys it would be funny, am I right?
Thanks, mysterious stranger who still hasn't taken off the mask.
Yeah,
and remember,
let me see. He's leaving the room now. He's exiting.
Yeah, he's leaving the room.
I hear just a loud high five.
Some clutter.
Support artists and buy commissions because they're struggling against the tide of AI that wants to supplant them in an industry of greedy and facile purchasers who want nothing more than to put accessibility ahead of true passion and belief and ideology. And just because the AI is very, very good at making 2D pornography now doesn't mean that it's ethical or justifiable, especially in a court of law, when the AI compiles a bunch of 2D pornography to create a sort of derivative super piece. Away!
Oh, wow, yeah.
A man of mystery. Oh, someone dropped a plate.
Hey, come back here.
Wow.
Hey, did you guys see that guy that was just running past?
Yeah, you just missed it. We were held hostage by that guy.
Oh, did he take your money?
No.
Malcolm just said he'd fuck you during the whole conversation. I don't understand what started it, but I mean,
What
that's
the
something
fuck?
you guys got to work out between yourselves.
Yeah,
Why would you say that when you're being held up?
Because he said that he would kill us if we didn't pick a man to have sex with. And
I don't
Robert
know if
panicked.
that's what he said.
Robert
I mean,
He didn't say that?
I'm just saying, maybe I tuned out, but I'm not really sure.
yeah.
I think that seems somewhat convenient for Malcolm in this whole conversation.
Here's the thing. Robert panicked and he goes, Timothy Chalamet?
What about
Is that me rapping as Timothy Chalamet?
What did this guy hold you up? Did he take your wallets? What happened?
No. He just asked us questions about who we'd fuck.
And you said Timothy Chalamet?
I mean, yeah.
I said to him he should have picked producer Sasha because in previous episodes he's kind of already
That's the
alluded
correct
to
answer.
Like I said, producer Sasha isn't here. It would
panicked.
be awkward.
It wouldn't have been because he knows your life was in
I
danger.
know that for you, we're the one true pairing, the OTP, but I don't like it.
The OTP.
Yeah, that's really weird. That guy just held me up and gave me a pamphlet for the Church of Latter-day Saints. So who knows what he was actually after?
You thinking about going this Sunday?
No, Salt Lake City's a shithole. But
Anyway.
how's your week been, boys? Holding up okay?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been better.
We can't do improv to save his life.
Good, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I love
that isn't a suggestion. That is a hard nose in improv.
Can you imagine Drew's got the card, he looks at you, Robert, he's just like, things a traffic cone would say.
Don't hit me.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. It sucks so bad.
I did that. Fuck off. Things a traffic cone would say. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah,
No.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was really funny.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
That was really good.
No, it wasn't. I'm living in a crazy world with
1,000 points to
people.
Malcolm, 0 points to Mr. Delilah.
Yes. And that's why I'm the Ryan Stiles of this podcast.
You are absolutely the Colin Mockery of this podcast.
No, don't put the Colin Mockery
I'm
on
the
it.
Ryan Stiles of this podcast. I think we all know that.
No, you're the Wayne Brady.
But Robert's the Wayne Brady because his dick is probably the biggest.
Yeah, but the thing is I think Harper, you're the best singer of the three of us.
Which makes me
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady? You think so?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a compliment. Here's the thing.
I liked his hoedowns. I think I always found Robert to be more of a Greg Froops anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves Suits.
I don't.
TV show and garment.
Who's that other guy on frickin' Whose Line?
Greg Froops.
No.
Jeff Davis?
He's another suit guy. But,
Jeff Davis.
I think so.
Yeah, he's the guy who also co-hosts Harmontown.
Or who used to. Yeah, Jeff Davis. I
think it's funny that they had a hoedown ready to go.
I'm more of a Jeff Davis.
Is Harmontown dead? Is that podcast?
Yeah,
over?
they discontinued it back in like 2019, I want to say.
I'll be honest, is his name Drew Carey, the host? It's Drew Carey, right?
Yeah, well, it used to be.
No, it's Aisha Tyler now.
No, the old one. You know what I mean.
Yeah, Drew Carey. Now he does Price is Right, I think.
You think Drew Carey came out to the Whose Line performance beforehand and was just like, there's a hoedown, so you guys need to have something ready for the hoedown. Or do you think that they just like came up with the hoedown stuff on the spot because they were that good?
I mean, it's supposed to be live improv comedy, so I assume that they're not live.
Yeah, but it's TV.
It's supposed to be improv comedy. It's recorded improv comedy. I suppose they've had to.
It's improv, but then they film a ton of it, and then they only air the best bits.
Yeah. Which is a good way to do it, I think. Ultimately.
Yeah, it's like this podcast. We talk for hours, but we only get about 45 minutes.
we yap. We concertedly yap for hours.
We don't cut that much out.
I don't know. I have a lot of funny theories and little tidbits of helpful information I try to give the viewers. I find has been cut out every week. So
you know the reasons why those got cut out.
Find out who you're not allowed to criticize, ladies and gentlemen. You'll find who's in charge.
Those damn kids with cancer and their monopoly on global politics.
Yeah, well, you think the man with the monopoly head is they're fucking controlling the government. That would be so awesome. You pull back the fucking curtain of the electoral system, and it's just the man with the monocle and the top hat. He's just like, well. Found out, did you? You would like that, wouldn't you, Robert?
Know the truth. Now I can't allow you to leave.
Mr. Rockefeller. I'm still alive.
I am on my 40th heart transplant.
How would you feel if Disney was consulting the severed head of Walt Disney from like a throne room, and it was giving them like Mr. House style advice on like new pitches, but they ignore it every time to make shit?
I mean, I think I think it would still be shit, but it would just be a different kind of anti-Semitic shit.
I hear Walt Disney was a real piece of shit, to be honest with you.
He was. He was.
Besides being like anti-Semitic and everything, which is like, you know.
He was also like a union busting asshole.
Yeah, he was also a union bust. He also commented that an animator drawing, I think it was Alice, when he was doing Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
He came up behind her, just like, that's a sexy little girl you're drawing. What the fuck did you say that for?
Oh no!
That's a real thing. You can look that up. That's true. That's true.
I trust you. I'm knowing enough about that guy. Fuck.
Yeah, no. My favorite kind of recent conspiracy with Disney is the fact that they apparently made Frozen so that when you Google like Disney Frozen, the movie comes up instead of
Walt's fucking body.
Yeah.
Why would they want to hide that? That's so cool. Everyone knows that too. Like, why would you want to hide that?
Not everyone knows that. I bet if you like ask a bunch of Zoomer kids.
The young kids.
Fucking Zoomers.
I don't think so. I think they know. Especially because there's like YouTube channels out there like fucking Defunct Land, who I'm sure have referenced the fact that Walt Disney's body is frozen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we revive him.
Is it his body or just his head? I don't
remember. I don't honestly care all that much. But like, if it is just his head, that's way funnier.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, I think, you know, in the year 3000 when Walt Disney comes back and he has the fucking like Terminator 3000 fucking robot body, I think
he has freezer burn, ladies and gentlemen. It is not possible to revive Walt Disney. We can scrape him and make a new Walt Disney and free him in Siberia with the woolly mammoths. But that's about as far as we'll be able to get.
That's fair.
Without recreating the circumstances, what do you think Walt Disney does, like in the modern day growing up? Do you think like he looks completely different too, like because of all the microplastics in food and shit? Like he turns into like a fucking Redditor or something?
No, I think I think Ben Shapiro, he'd just be Ben Shapiro. I think that's ultimately
he'd just be a worse Ben Shapiro with a mustache.
I think there's a chance.
Well, what I think is that you ought to stop talking to me about how you can't get off your liberal ass and do any real work because you subsidize your entire life on OnlyFans, you sissy liberal bitch. Like,
the age of consent.
I've seen some drawings of some sexy little girls.
Yeah, but
the visceral.
No, you have to be. He'd be like, those are sexy little drawings of my sister.
He's like the 40-year-old guy who just scrolls TikTok for the preteen dancers.
That's so fucked up. That gave me the visceral reaction.
And those guys exist, and it's
I know that's a real person. That's the fucked up thing. You really got to have some sort of monitoring beyond TikTok's like Chinese spyware monitor. You know, you have a TikTok or whatever, and we have a TikTok, so I guess we should know that it gets router information. Anytime that it's allowed to access Wi-Fi, it just sends your router information to whoever the fuck's in charge of TikTok. This was in a Senate hearing.
I mean, is that encrypted information?
No.
I don't know enough about it, but I do think that someone needs to stop the old men going on TikTok to look at girls shake their ass. I think someone
Robert's like, privacy issues, whatever. There's old guys looking at preteens on TikTok.
And that's got to stop.
It has to stop.
Hey, that is probably priority over privacy. I would rather have that stop, to be honest with you.
I actually agree. I don't think that's a controversial opinion.
Is it not controversial?
No.
I mean,
shit, we're not doing our job here.
No, that's fair. That's fair. What is a controversial opinion? Quick, Harper.
Hold on. Latinos.
Oh no!
Abort. Is Violet something?
Violet.
Yeah, it's like she turned into the blueberry, right?
She turns into a blueberry, right? Violet what? Oh man, that's gonna
shit.
This is gonna fucking kill me. Violet
Beauregard. Violet Beauregard.
They look like post blueberry Violet Beauregard out there on the fucking Desert Ridge Marketplace, walking around with fucking Fat Tuesday drinks, talking about how it fucking. Anyway.
Oh my God. On Amazon, they sell an inflatable Violet Beauregard costume.
I've seen people jerking off to stuff like this. And I got to tell you.
Inflation, we've talked about. I think we've talked about inflation on this podcast.
It's a specific inflation. It's like a subgenre where it's literally Violet Beauregard blueberry inflation, where she turns into a blueberry.
Yeah.
The world's a sick place, and that's the world that we could be raising a clone of Walt Disney in. Again, for your consideration, what would he look like?
Yeah, as he commands on high from his throne, be like, "What should we make, Walt?"
Fetish content. It's all the rage.
Inflation.
Send more money to Palestine.
Oh, fuck.
I want them to regain their sovereignty, damn it. I like how in my head he's just the editor from Spider-Man.
He's J. Jonah Jameson.
Does he not sound exactly like that?
He kind of is that. Yeah.
That's what I always thought too.
Just add in a pencil mustache. I guess instead of the
he had a pencil mustache.
He didn't have a Jonah Jameson has the Hitler stash.
Well, not the Hitler stash. It was the cookie duster. That's what they call it.
I'm sorry. The fucking what's his name? Black and white. Charlie Chaplin's. We'll call it the Charlie Chaplin.
We'll call it the Chaplin.
The Chappie.
To stay on our platforms.
The Chappie sounds like a sex move.
What'd you think of Chappie? Did you like that movie?
No.
This random movie from like 2014.
Hold on.
That had the people from Die Antwoord in it.
Movie. Yeah, Die Antwoord featuring Chappie was more like it.
Yeah.
It was like the Daft Punk thing.
It was them, and then wasn't Dev Patel in that movie as well? Just randomly.
I think so.
Yeah, Dev Patel, he definitely shows up in a lot of stuff you don't think he will, like back in the day. And he looks completely different than he does now. Just absolutely night and day.
The problem with Chappie is that they gave it to some South African people instead of putting him in the Bronx or something.
Well, it's a Neil Blomkamp film, and he's South African. So I do respect the fact that
District 9.
He was doing that. Yeah, that was his immediate follow-up to District 9, or did he do that?
I thought he had
that was his immediate follow-up to District 9.
No, he did Elysium. He did Elysium.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, with Matt Damon, which was also not great.
Yeah, he only made one great movie because he goes Elysium, which is a movie is worse than District 9. District 9 was pretty good. And then goes and makes Chappie, which fucking sucked. Then he made a horrifically bad movie called Demonic, which was what if you could be possessed by a demon in VR? And then
what the fuck?
And then he just recently directed that Gran Turismo movie, which is apparently an autobiographical movie.
Yeah, was that the one where the guy trains in VR or something? Was that it?
No, the idea is that it's it's based on a real guy who drives in. He's he's a professional race car driver. I don't know if he's F1, but
Gran Turismo is a video game franchise.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea is that this guy Jan Mardenborough, he was a retail worker, a fan of the games, never had any driving experience, and then uses his experience playing Gran Turismo to jumpstart an actual career in professional racing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But in the movie, they do this weird thing where it's like based on this real competition, but then they also are like, yeah, but what if we like took his life story, but also made it a Gran Turismo movie, which is so fucking
made it a Gran Turismo movie, and then also had it be like a little bit of VR in there. Yeah.
No, there's no VR. They don't.
Yes,
do VR.
There's VR. I saw it in the trailer.
There's VR in it. Oh no, Neil Blomkamp.
So you can see
what
it
are
on
you
those
doing?
fucking Apple glasses that all the fucking rich people are trying to sell you as high profile.
Oh, I was going to talk about that the other day when we were recording, and the fact that the Apple Vision Pro or whatnot doesn't support porn at all.
What?
Big,
That's all I want to do.
Huge miss. Massive miss.
That's the only listen, Apple. That's the only reason why anyone wants to fucking buy that.
It is a $3,000 porn machine without the porn.
Sasha, can you put someone knocking on like a glass door as a sound effect right here? Hello, it's a porn device. You watch porn on the glasses. POV.
The whole point of it.
Whole point.
Yeah.
I want to put the fucking 360 Waymo cam on some dude's shoulders, right? While he's porking some broad. God help him if he finds his rhythm. I really don't care. I just want to be able to do this and look like in every fucking direction.
I want to see this girl shake her ass in an environment.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what gets me to nut, you bastards. I want to be able to look up and see the chandelier. I want to see the reflection of this horrible Waymo siren man in the fucking mirror.
Oh, fuck.
I want to see it in the reflection of her ass cheeks covered in oil.
This guy better look like Gordon Freeman. That's all I'm
That would
saying.
be so awesome. That would be so fucking cool. Anyway, yeah, huge miss.
Yeah, incredible fucking miss. And apparently they're already starting to return it, and like people are like complaining to the company and everything like that. It's fucking funny how much like a mainline Apple product is just face planting like this.
Yeah, it's, that's the thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're missing the genius of Steve Jobs.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking dork.
What was Steve Jobs fucking do?
The genius of dying from a very preventable strain of cancer.
Yeah, this
Did he
guy
do the Bob Marley thing where he's just like, I'll just pray?
Yeah, he basically
He
did.
thought it could be cured by diet.
Yeah, he was like, what if I ate fruits and then that cured my cancer? And everyone's like,
he did a raw diet or something like that.
It's so funny. There is a world where like, maybe he knew, maybe Steve Jobs, he's like, this world's not getting any better than, what year did he die?
Than what I'm here for.
Yeah,
I could bounce early.
He died. Well, he died a month after my dad died, and good time to bounce. I think.
Yeah, good time to bounce. He didn't want to be around for the waterworks.
Yeah, he was like, I got to the 10 year of 9/11. I'm good to go.
Oh, Jesus! I made sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah, he's like, I launched the iPhone. We killed Napster.
We killed Osama bin Laden.
No, I don't think Osama bin Laden was killed at that point.
When did we kill Osama bin Laden?
No, we did. He died in May 2011. Yeah, he was good.
Fucking
He was good
called
to go.
it. Fucking called it.
Called his shot. Yeah, this guy knows Osama bin Laden.
I know that he had episodes of Nardo on his hard drive when they raided the compound.
Awesome. I'll never forget him. Truly based of Saddam Hussein to have like Naruto hentai on his fucking laptop.
It was great.
He's being a scourge of the Western world.
And enjoying the products of the degeneracy that we've created in the Japanese.
Yeah, he's like, well, we'll never attack Japan because of the cultural impact.
Yes, we will keep the pretty anime women. Not sure if I can do that voice.
No. First of all, I remember, I think we talked about this, with just the fact that there was a bunch of people reading the Osama bin Laden manifesto and being
that was not real.
It was right.
2 people did it, and then the media blew it up like it was an actual thing, and then people started doing it as a joke. It's so dumb.
That was postmodern comedy. And then There was also there's like those fan edits where it's like super quick and it's just like shots from like whatever. Yeah. There was someone who made that, but for Osama bin Laden. That was
fucking
crazy.
shit.
That was insane. I was like, they get it.
I mean, fucking Osama bin Laden was like 7 feet tall. And that's I think one of the funniest bits about him. The fact that he like, became a terrorist and not just like a basketball player.
Imagine if it was like, everyone forgets that Osama bin Laden played for like the Philadelphia 76ers in like 1988. Like, imagine if that was part of the story.
That would be funny.
Like, I'm trying to think of just like a really not inconsequential
He went
team.
to nationals in college ball.
Yeah, he played for the Jazz before they moved to Utah.
And then he went on and said he lost the finals and went death to America. It was very strange.
Yeah, I'm dense as fuck, Malcolm, but I learned today that the Blues were supposed to be in Saskatoon, and I gotta say, I think the world would have been better off.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been great. But enough about Osama and Saskatoon. Let's talk about something with substance.
I mean, the king has cancer.
I heard about that.
Oh, I was gonna say, here's my hope for this situation. I hope he dies of cancer. But I don't want him just to die. I think it would be very fun. But I'm Canadian. I'm allowed to say that he should die.
Hell
You're
yeah,
part
brother.
of the Commonwealth. You're
Fuck
not
him.
allowed to say he should die.
Fuck him. Fuck that. Like, I'll just go to America. Like, what are you gonna do?
He's your legal sovereign.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is Canada still under the flag of the British Empire?
Technically, we're in the. It's a weird thing because
Yikes,
technically
treason.
You're
Yikes.
autonomous, but you still have
But
fealty to the British crown.
I think there's going to be a conscientious uncoupling from the crown in my lifetime. But the other thing is, so this is on. I don't want him just to die, because here's the thing. Even my grandma, who loved Queen Elizabeth, she's just like, Queen Elizabeth, so great. She's even going like, I don't give a shit about this guy. Like she's like, we can move it along. What I want to see is that, he dies, cancer takes him out. Oh, what a run. And then we have, Prince William, and he becomes king, but then he dies. Like, something happens to him.
I mean, he's not that old.
No, but I want him to die in this scenario, because what I really want to see happen is I want to see the modern Britain grapple with having a baby as a king. Like, that's what I want.
I don't think his son's a baby anymore. I think
his son's like 5 years old, right? Like,
okay, he's not a baby, but he's a kid. Yeah,
yeah, he's a kid. What would a modern society do with a child king? Like, that's what I want.
They would fawn over him because he'd be
a social media megastar. He would have his own account run by adults, presumably.
Yeah,
there's no less controversial figure to have as a king than like a dog.
Yeah, but
it would be the
here's
ultimate
the thing.
litmus test in a lot of cases, actually.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There's so many people like the reverence. Like, I just think that would be the breaking point where people go, it's time to end this. It's time to end this charade.
It's time to overthrow the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Because this is
no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Malcolm, this is the most abstract.
Yeah, this is the most American you two have ever been in your lives.
To not give a shit about the British crown.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious because, like, you think about it historically, like the idea that there's a child. Oh, he's got the gun out again. Oh no, he's in darkness with a gun in some sort of trench coat.
No, he's gonna have to drive 30 minutes to kill me. What would be funny about it? No, I want to dig into this.
Would you think the same thing if I reversed aged Trudeau back to a child?
Yeah, he's a little baby man who'd be like,
yeah, it'd be well, it wouldn't be as funny because that's democratically elected. It's a whole thing. It's not as cool. It's not as
he's technically the same age. I just made him a child again.
Yeah, because he can't be it because no one's voting for the child. But if the child is crowned king because of birth, that's a different system.
I think you're misunderstanding the scenario. I have shot Justin Trudeau with an experimental laser beam.
No.
Ages backwards.
No.
Pedophiles rejoice. Harper has a baby gun.
No. Well, it's strange that your mind went there first. First of all, I have aged Justin Trudeau back. He is now in spirit a 10-year-old boy, but has lived all those 40-something, 50-something years. Wouldn't he still be electable?
So he's got one of those like that, so he's like a Benjamin Button kind of thing?
A Benjamin Button sort of thing.
Okay. I guess, but then does he have the knowledge of like his like what he's accumulated in these years? Then no.
He's just 10.
This is a dumb scenario. What I'm asking about is a real scenario that could play out in which Harry comes back. This could
be real in your lifetime and play out.
It could.
No, it probably couldn't.
Your scenario could. My scenario could.
But I'm just curious, what you find so funny about it, Malcolm? Like the monarchy's already just like
it's a joke,
a silly institution.
It's a joke, but
how can you make it funnier just because a kid runs it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a Disney Channel show right there. I just came out. I'm printing cash, man. I'm printing cash.
Walt Disney is already being consulted.
Yeah, they call it Kid in the Crown.
Yeah, the Kid in the
We're pitching. Come on.
I like your thinking, McLeod.
Yes.
How would you like to come aboard and be one of my Imagineers?
Like I just like the idea that
you and your friend with the age reversing gun.
I just like the idea that
Snyder, no.
I like the idea that like Prince Harry would have to like return to like guide his nephew into like becoming king, which is also a funny premise because
he has no experience being king. Why would he?
No, because historically what would happen is that like the younger brother, when this would happen, they would come in and then they would go and like, oh yeah, I'm going to raise the kid. And then they end up killing the kid to then become king.
Oh,
so
you're okay.
So
yeah,
you're thinking,
you're talking about like the missing princes historically.
Yeah, historically. Yeah, okay. So then what happens then? He's the king and then all of a sudden
it's 2024.
So wait, you want like a genuine succession crisis over a position that does
Malcolm's
not
like,
matter.
what if Game of Thrones happened?
but
literally tomorrow.
2024, but we have TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving you a Harlan Coben novel.
And instead of dragons, there's like pandemics.
Or jet fighters and terrorists.
Listen, James Patterson?
It's like Hideo Kojima wrote Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Honestly?
Hey, hold on now. We're cooking.
Hold on.
James Patterson?
Send a text real quick.
Listen, James Patterson.
Dear Kojima-san.
Kojima-san.
I have an excellent idea for your next Sam Raimi video game.
That's fun. I'm just thinking this is a good obsession to have. What would happen if we had a child king in the Western world?
Nothing would happen, Malcolm.
Your life would go on unchanged. I promise you.
So the African nation we thought we'd forgot was part of the Commonwealth would drop out and Canada would still be there. I'm sorry. That's the extent.
Italy declares war on you formally if you have a child king. Yeah. Is that what you're hoping for?
What the fuck do you know? I want to know what you're hoping for.
The Pope is like, this cannot stand.
Well, I'm just hoping for independence.
Well, you know what you got to do.
Scotland.
Okay, we did it. If you did it, you might have it too.
Yeah, there's tea in your harbor waiting to be thrown.
Listen, there's half of your country wants the Trumps to become the kings.
It is not half of our country. It's a fifth at best.
Half of the voting population.
Now, if you're judging based on voting blocks, perhaps.
Yeah.
But that's really sort of that comes into the gerrymandering argument, and Robert can tell you that that's not easily unpacked. We've been trying for the last 20 years.
And the Senate being an inherently undemocratic institution.
The bicameral system being a complete and utter failure. I mean, we could go on all day.
The fact that California has as many congressional seats as it did way back in the day when it had a population of 2 million, even though it has a population larger than Canada right now.
And don't forget, we're supposed to overthrow the government like once every 150 years in the Constitution.
That's what Thomas Jefferson wanted.
A violent overthrow.
Yeah, he was not thinking, no, let's have elections. No, he wanted blood.
He wanted you to kill them because Jefferson was kind of, based in whatever. What do you think Walt Disney and Thomas Jefferson would talk about?
Probably how pretty that little girl is.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're really lucky that it was just selling on the South and it wasn't like some sort of like child bride Disney movie that people grew up on.
It's about the Prophet Muhammad.
And that was like deep in the Disney vaults. We are unlocking the movie, from 1943.
It's very important to me that we preserved Aisha, Muhammad's favorite wife, in her original description.
Walt Disney dared to go where no man has gone Quran before, and he drew the Prophet Muhammad.
Adapting the Quran.
He's optioned the Quran for crying out loud.
Yeah.
We cannot name this episode that. I saw Malcolm's face dive down.
Yeah, well, we already have an episode. We already have an episode called "The Boys Option the Bible," so like it's not really a stretch.
Have the boys option the Quran.
Robert's really against it. I think it would do hotcakes. So
no, we'll just do it. Like, here's the thing: Disney, he made Steamboat Willie. And several years later, he made Steamboat Willie 2, which he called Steamboat Mohammed. So,
is that true?
No.
It's deep in the vaults, and they'll release it someday.
Deep in the vaults.
Yeah, he was.
What movie would you love to unearth in the Disney vaults, Malcolm?
I don't know.
Think about it. Robert's got one. I know he's got one.
I'm thinking.
There's only one that I know of.
It's like a Disney cartoon, they used to do with like Mickey and Goofy and Donald, but it's Chechenian conflict.
Jesus Christ.
Donald's driving a tank over, and Mickey's just like, "Don't do it, Donald. We got an installment of trash out here, and all it will lead to is pointless death." And Donald's just...
Those were civilians.
No, we can't do that.
I wish I could do a Donald Duck impression and make him say there are no innocents in war.
My dad can do a really good one. I can't, though.
Have you ever met a person that can do a Donald Duck impression? It's usually the only one they can do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
What's with that? You got to watch those people.
My dad's pretty cool.
Did Disney make Air Bud?
I think it's subsidiary. Maybe.
I thought it was Disney, right? That made Air Bud?
I mean, probably.
You gonna find out?
I'm Googling. I'm holding the microphone here.
Yeah,
Hold on. It's on Disney Plus, so I assume so.
Yeah, okay. So it's a Disney product, right?
Yeah. Distributed by Walt Disney Pictures and Warner Bros.
How many Airbuds are there?
I mean, a lot.
There's like a million, right? He plays every sport.
In the original one was Buddy, and he was in a lot of different movies.
I don't know why I brought this up. I just thought it was...
Did you want like a release from the Disney Vault?
A secret Airbud. A secret Airbud.
Yeah.
What is he doing? What sport is he playing, Harper?
He was playing a game against the London Knights and got charged with manslaughter.
Jesus Christ.
Malcolm doesn't think that joke's... It's not a funny joke either.
I like the idea of like he plays football for a movie and he gets CTE.
He plays football in the Penn State. He's at Penn State when all the fucking bullshit with their locker rooms going on, and he sees it.
Oh no! Airbud's a victim. He's in the class action lawsuit against Jerry Sandusky.
He molested a dog.
Will the defendant kindly explain why Bud whines in his sleep every night?
Oh no, poor Airbud.
I will lock you up so long, your life will never be the same, just like that dog's orifice.
I hate the show. I like the idea of inserting Airbud into a bunch of like sports
controversies.
Yeah.
Airbud deflated the football.
Deflated.
He bit the football.
He's in that movie with Will Smith. Talking about CTE. It's like we have to scan this dog's brain.
No, it was Airbud, but all the steroids in Lance Armstrong's ass.
Why'd you do it, Airbud? Why did you kill Chris Benoit's wife and family?
Who is the paraplegic runner or the who killed his wife? It's Airbud in like one of those doggy chariots.
Listen, we shouldn't have put Airbud on the ice. He killed that hockey player in England.
Airbud intentionally kicked that London Knights player.
Oh.
What? Oh my God! I'm just trying to.
You're just saying that because he's a dog.
We should have put a dog on skates.
That's when they realized it was a mistake to let a dog play hockey. You've been charged with manslaughter, Airbud.
Who was the figure skater who got her leg clubbed?
The figure skater? The one that decapitated their partner?
Clubs Airbud's leg so he can't skate.
Airbud's come forward with a startling confession concerning the Olympics director of health.
Gymnastics director, no! Airbud!
Airbud, no!
This is not funny, boys. We need to visit.
The funniest thing we've ever heard. Honestly, I'm so proud of it.
That dog was pitching using an illegal substance to make the ball spin way faster than it had any right to.
In Airbud's Hall of Fame plaque in the Hall of Fame, there's an asterisk.
They take it down at the end of the movie. You were a bad dog, Airbud.
Tested positive for steroids.
Sits Airbud next to fucking Mark McLeod. He's like, you two,
Yeah. He's like,
His head is huge.
Mark McGuire's just like, I shouldn't have listened to you, Airbud. But we had a hell of a run in that home run derby.
home run derby. That was Game 6 against the Yankees.
Oh no, Airbud has been discovered using a cork-filled bat.
This is the funniest joke ever. This joke is so funny.
Yeah, Airbud, I thought you weren't going to be betting on the basketball games anymore.
Airbud, you're dating Taylor Swift and you're about to endorse Joe Biden.
Airbud, please, you're barking. It's causing the Houston Astros to sign steal. Airbud, please.
Airbud, I don't know what you've been talking about with Wayne Gretzky's right and Wayne Gretzky's wife and Rick Tocchet, but the boys cannot be doing this bad on purpose. They have Wayne Gretzky as their coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Listen, Wayne, listen, Airbud, listen, I know you were friends with Pete Rose back in the day, but you can't do this anymore.
Airbud, I don't understand. How did you get the investors for the Tampa Bay the Yakuza? Airbud, how do you know?
Airbud, please, you have to agree to this deal. The Arizona Coyotes in a stadium.
Airbud, there's a lot of pictures of you and Vince McMahon. You're named in the lawsuit.
They say that the girl was for you. That Vince McMahon trafficked her into the country for you, Airbud. It says here you agreed to illicit services after seeing a picture of her.
Airbud. Airbud, why did you whisper to Tanya Harding's ear that Nancy Kerrigan deserved it?
I just know Sasha is listening to all of this at this point. Like, he has a straight face because we've gone on for like 10 minutes.
It's too good.
No
We're
apologies.
keeping this all in. It's all in, except for me saying this
We're
part.
not cutting a second out of it.
I'm sweating. Holy fuck. That's so funny.
I don't know what else to add to that.
We've gone over a lot of the good ones.
Yeah, now just going like, you're just taking things. I'm just like on Google being like, yeah. Oh, Airbud.
Yes, there was a bounty system in the NFL.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty good for a long time. I still think it's funny, the bounty system.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Fuck.
I don't know if there's any topping that. You want to just go to the user submission now?
I think we got it. Yeah, I think that's.
I think that's the move.
This is a great one.
All right, so this is a question from somebody who would like to be known as Bort, B-O-R-T.
Okay.
They say, Bort here. Here's a bit of a thinker. How would you end The Simpsons? And then the song they suggest is obviously the Monorail song from Marge versus the Monorail.
Monorail.
Really great episode written by Conan O'Brien.
What was the question again?
How would you end The Simpsons?
I would kill them all.
I
would
simple,
like the
effective.
Sopranos. Yeah.
You'd have a diner cut.
Yeah, just have
You'd
a
have
diner.
a straight to black.
Homer looks up. Homer looks up from his bowl of fucking from his donuts or something, and then it cuts to black.
There's a guy who passes by, and what was the jacket at the end of The Sopranos?
It's a leather jacket. I don't know.
Well, there's the jacket with the fucking.
I forget the name of the. I forget the jacket.
I don't know. I'm just stuck on Air Bud with the sports controversy. I really
That's all
can't get
your
on.
mind
It's
thinks
so
about.
I mean,
funny.
that's what I feel like. That's how I'd end The Simpsons. Is I'd find a way for Airbud to kill the family. Like it's
Great.
it's like it starts off with like Santa's little helper. He's like taken out somewhere. Like he's with a pack of dogs, and then just like the dogs take him out.
Is
And then
Santa's little helper even still alive in the series?
yeah, he never died.
I don't know. They've gotten rid of Mrs. Krabappel or
Yeah, they only get rid of characters in which their voice actors have died.
I mean,
Like
they got
Apu.
rid of Apu.
Yeah, because of racism, but that's a whole separate.
Oh yeah, that's a good excuse.
No, it's crazy to me that they were like, we will recast like Dr. Hibbert and like Carl and stuff like that, but they were like, we will not cast like a
Somebody
native
for Apu. We just get rid of him.
Yeah, like we won't cast like an Indian actor as Apu. We're going to just write him out of the show. That's a crazy thing. I know that the accent apparently like there's a lot of stuff. There's a whole documentary.
Yeah, there's some controversy there. Yeah,
But like, I mean, yeah, maybe you could do a whole episode where it just jokes about like, oh, my voice has changed because I've been here for so long or something. I don't know.
you could. There was a way around it. I think they just didn't want to deal with it, and that's fair.
But yeah, no, what I'd like to do is like, yeah, Air Bud, I don't know, he shows up, it's a crossover. You think it's gonna be a fun little Air Bud episode, but like Air Bud just like using different sports, he just kills the family one by
he
one.
uses sports like Sharingan and Naruto.
Yeah, he does like
superpowers.
he spikes a volleyball into Maggie's face and just crushes her skull.
He
Jesus
slap shots
Christ.
Homer in the fucking dome. Yeah.
Yeah, and then much like Brian, he ends up with Marge.
I thought Brian Griffin is dead.
No, I think really what the
What a
real
great
is
scene.
the way I would truthfully the way I'd actually end it is probably do the Sopranos ending, but then it's like Hank Hill, like it's just like
They reveal it's Hank Hill.
yeah.
Hank
back
Hill,
from
they
my
didn't
revenge.
reveal it in
Home back.
Sopranos. Why would they reveal it to Frank Hill?
I got my get back. That's right.
But I don't know. I think it would have just, to be honest, they should have just ended with the movie. Like that's what they should really
They should
do.
have. I agree because everything
Yeah.
after that was fucking awful.
Right now, it's just like a paycheck mill for writers and animators, and which is fine.
And the voiceover actors, because like
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
right,
if you've listened to like or watched any of the
Marge's voice is fucked.
It's fucked. Like I get like the money's got to be so good, but you're like, I'm not gonna leave it, but you're like, it's terrible. Like you're like, this is 30 plus years of them doing these voices, and it just shows. It's like, oh yeah, all these people are in their 70s and 80s now. Like they've had a great run.
Yeah, they started in the late 80s, early 90s, and then they just fucking kept on going. And when you talk like this for 40 years,
That's pretty good.
homie.
Homie.
That fucks my voice.
It's hard to do.
I will, here's how I would end The Simpsons. It's we cut to a wide shot of the family sitting there on the couch. There's some kind of more moody music, some kind of give the viewer sort of an interesting, what are they doing? And then Homer grabs a Duff beer, cracks it, and says, "Well, I guess we really were the Simpsons."
Oh my god. Yeah, I love that ending usually, and like I was just thinking while you said we cut to the family on the couch. For some reason, I could see the script and like an editor's note on the script that says like, "This should give Last Supper." Like, can you imagine the face on the writers for people reading like the voice actors say, "Last Supper"?
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna pull that one off.
That's gonna work.
This Homer like fucking Marge's Judas going, where she's like,
and they just have, but like they're missing like 7 people.
Simpsons Last Supper. We'd commission it, but AI is already here.
Yeah, I feel like they've already had like Last Supper stuff because didn't they have the whole episode where like Homer like gets to create like the Super Bowl halftime show and then he just does a big religious thing, like he does like
I don't fucking know.
He did.
You know what the most disappointing thing about that Paramount stream was is that they cut that Paramount Plus commercial where Patrick Stewart throws Hey Arnold and he's just like, it's the 5th quarter. The bases are loaded, and we need a hole in one. Or something like that. Like ramblings in a senile way. It's like the funniest part of that whole commercial, and they cut it out.
I will say the commercials this year were pretty mid.
They're mid every year. They've been mid since 2012.
Yeah, they also leak all the commercials before.
Yeah, but ahead of time.
They leak all the commercials.
They do. They put them on the internet.
I get very excited to consume.
They literally put like their whole
yes.
Yeah,
like, put more slop in my schlorpole, please. American media.
Let's end that episode here with just you being like, put more slop in my schlorpole, please.
Put more slop in my schlorpole.
I'm not through with you, as it turns out. I'm not satisfied with your answer.
Okay, well, thank you for your question, board.
You said it was Charlemagne?
Yes.
Charlemagne?
Wait, Harper, you didn't hold us hostage. A random man in a skeleton mask held us hostage.
That was me. It was me the whole time. I wanted to hear that you wanted to have sex with me in person, not behind my back like you usually say.
But you had Malcolm say there. Malcolm said that, not me.
Okay, I take it back. Robert, you can say it. I'm going. I'll fuck Tom Holland. Yeah.
Too butch.
Too butch. This guy really. I feel like the allegations.
Your life's been spared this day. Is that a real gun?